Good day, ladies and gentlemen of the house here. This is Coverage Awareness Studio coming back to you in another video. Another video? What? I just did a video this week. I'm coming back for another video. Why not? Why not keep it going? So, this is a story of a recent case that I just went through as the plaintiff against a corrupt state attorney. He's young, he's fairly new, and has inexperience. However, he does know how to do dirty lawyer tricks, and he does know how to lawyer up. So there has to be a way to work around this, right? Now, this morning, I'm not going to go into detail, but I did ask questions, and I have a right to talk about this. This is for the mainstream media to understand. So, what are lawyers? Why do lawyers lie under oath? And that is a good question. You would think that they would tell the truth as much as they can. However, when a person lies, or when a lawyer lies, you're automatically expecting that lawyer is telling the truth because they're a lawyer. And lawyers aren't allowed to lie. But then there's penalties, like the state and federal penalties for perjury included fines and or imprisonment terms upon conviction. Federal Law 18 U.S. Code 1621. Here's an example. States that anyone found guilty of a crime will be fined or imprisoned for up to 5 years. I'm calling out the Bennington State Attorney, Alexander N. Burke, because he committed a federal crime against a U.S. citizen, imposing stalking techniques where he said he's just doing his job. At what point doing your job? The last time I looked, we had the Constitution of the United States of America, and we had the Bill of Rights. And within the Bill of Rights, there's a set of amendments. However many amendments there are in this. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail, but we also have the Fourth Amendment. So, in order for a state attorney, because a state attorney took an oath to defend the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, so he is under oath, the state attorney totally ignored the Fourth Amendment for seeking a warrant on information. Now, this information was entailed from another past case recently, within a couple weeks difference. And I both appealed this to the Supreme Court because I'm not done. So, basically, this is what's going to happen, or this is what had happened. For the longest time, I've tried to understand how lawyers think over the last 10 years, and I think I understand that now. I even understand how judges think, which is really weird and sad. But anyways, this lawyer from a past case against a trooper, the guy's name was Lieutenant Thomas Moser, explained to me that he was ordered by, you ready for this, the Bennington State Attorney's Office to find out if I still lived in the state of Vermont. Now, this raises questions. Why? What is so interested in my location? I'm not on any kind of watch list. Not even anything, period, would determine that a state attorney would have probable cause to give an order to a state trooper to discover if I still lived in the state of Vermont. Now, of course, he found out that I didn't live in the state of Vermont because I moved. And then that state trooper went above and beyond his powers to use certain kind of websites to discover my address in another state. Now, I'm not going to explain everything here in detail because I can only say what I can say. But the question is, who gave the Bennington State Attorney, Mr. Alexander N. Burke, who gave this state attorney the order to discover? Now, on this case, right off the bat here, Mr. Alexander Burke had a lawyer to represent him. And this was over a phone because it was a phone hearing, phone conversation. Those are the best kinds because at least, you're at home, you can be relaxed and you can talk about your case. That's a good thing. You don't have to be nervous because what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to defame you because now they're in the tough seat. They're the defendant. I don't have to provide proof at all. But they have to provide proof to me as to why they even had any kind of type of authority to discover my address. And he declined that answer because they pulled a little thing together and they're like, well, we're going to talk privately. He just wants to know this answer. Just give him the answer. And I'm going by my gut feeling on this because I feel that the lies are continuing to come out on Alexander N. Burke. There was a reason why Alexander N. Burke did it, and he was ordered to do it. So therefore, I am here continuing to object and withdraw anything that happened with his name on it in the past. If he can play his dirty little lawyer tricks, I could play those same tricks as well. But the question is, who gave him the order? Yeah, I have a right to know. Sure, he has a right to withhold that, but he's withholding information. Whatever the cause is here, and I feel that I know the answer. I'm not going to say the answer right out, but I feel I know the answer because he is trying to do something because he's a young kid. Alexander Burke was born on 7/17/1985. This is all public information, and it's all information available on a public website. Now, also get this, right? So I go on this judiciary public forum where I can see all my cases that I'm working on. And I've discovered that this one case is gone from the site. I don't know what they're doing with it. Now, other cases I've had no problems with, and the cases appeared, and they stayed there. But this case, gone. Just like that. Gone. Who cares? Who cares? Ask yourself that question. Why? What is the issue? What is this lawyer hiding? What do lawyers hide in general? And why do they lie under oath? Why do they have to hide things when a question is being asked? However, if that lawyer was the plaintiff, then he would be asking the questions and he would be determining the flow of the case. And the judge would take the plaintiff's side. Because for some reason, the plaintiff or this attorney that could be the plaintiff had all evidence on you. Ask yourself this question. Do we really need a corrupt judicial system in the United States? Do we need a judicial system at all? when these lawyers lawyer up with another lawyer. So they're pulling their lawyer tactics, and now they have another lawyer tactics. And of course, the judge is supposed to be the mediator between two parties in understanding. So hear me out here. From this point on, I hereby continue to refuse to submit my address to anyone of a public official, law enforcement, lawyers, judges, courts, the Department of Motor Vehicles, and I will continue to refuse to comply with their orders until I get things done. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be a thorn, and I'm probably going to upset the status quo, and I hope so. But, from what I've learned and through my education, for the last 10 years of learning lawyer tricks and judges tricks and studying the law, I'm doing everything right. I've done everything right since day one of 2013. And I'm going to continue. This is in continuation in order that I will not allow anyone, any state trooper, local police, sheriff, state attorney, the general attorney, to dictate or tell me how to live my life. I am done. I am simply done. So understand that one. I just want to know the answer. Why did Alexander N. Burke, a Bennington state attorney, not answer my question? Who gave him the order? Don't pull your qualified immunity with me because you're still inexperienced. You're just a young kid, younger than I am, by a lot. And you'll continue to have inexperience over me. And I'm not going to be bullied no more. I'm simply going to stand my ground and fight back. You want activism? You got it. And by the word fighting back, I mean peacefully, because I will continue to refuse to comply with any order and any lies that are read about me in any newspaper. I will cease them effective immediately. Today, March 24th, 2022 at 12:06 a.m. Peace out, everybody. Peace.